Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearances of the Week. This is Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. We'll be giving you all the first appearances in your comic shops today. Now this week, we have a very light week for you guys. I think only 2 first appearances, 5 honorable mentions, only 7 titles on all to go through. Won't take us very long at all, but definitely a couple books in there you want to pick up for your collection. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearances of the week ending June 17th, 2022. First up from Marvel Comics, Spider-Gwen Gwenverse number 3. This features the first appearance of an alternate reality Gwen Stacy operating as Captain America. Now, I don't need to tell you guys, Gwen Stacy, hugely popular character, fan favorite character, and these alternate reality versions of her, hugely collected. And this one here, she's operating as Captain America, another fan favorite character. So this is one we do think you should probably pick up for your collection. And also from Marvel Comics, SpiderMan 2099 Exodus number 2. This features the first full appearance of Loki 2099 and the possible first team appearance of the new Avengers of 2099 led by Moon Knight. Now we always say pick up any issues of Marvel Comics that feature first appearance of new characters. This is no exception. You have the first full appearance of Loki 2099 and the possible first team appearance of the new Avengers of 2099 as well. Now, you might want to get a little bit more confirmation on this. The book comes out later on today to make sure that this is the first team appearance of the new Avengers. But this team is going to be led by Moon Knight. You know, Moon Knight has blown up in popularity due to the Disney Plus streaming series. And, you know, we do see this giving the Moon Knight franchise a little bit more legs going forward. So this is one we do think you should definitely pick up and add to your collection. And now for the honorable mentions. From Image Comics, Seven Sons number 1. A young man who may be the second coming of Christ runs for his life as he attempts to learn the truth behind his existence. Now, this sounds like it can lend itself very well to a streaming series, TV show, or feature film, and Image Comics has had a lot of their titles optioned in the past for these projects, so this one here is probably one you do want to pick up the spec on. You know, we remind you guys all the time, anytime one of these books is picked up for a small screen and big screen project, it gets a lot more eyes on these titles. Everybody rushes in to get these first appearances, these first issues of these franchises. So this one here, we do think is worth specking on. Pick this one here up if you can. If you can't, put it on your B-list, but definitely keep an eye on it. Next up from Aftershock Comics, A Calculated Man number 1. An accountant working for the mob betrayed his employers and goes on the run, only to discover that his mathematical genius assists in making him an adept killer. Now, interestingly enough, Aftershock has already announced that this property has been optioned for a series on Hulu, so this one here has already been picked up for a small screen project. This one here you don't want to miss out on. Grab this one here and add this to your collection. Next up from Image Comics, Do a Powerbomb number 1. A pro wrestler living in the shadow of her legendary mother is approached by a necromancer who invites her to join the grandest and most dangerous tournament of all time. Now this one here sounds interesting. We don't really know how well this would translate to a small screen and big screen project. As we just mentioned a few moments ago, Image Comics has had a lot of their titles optioned in the past. That does not necessarily mean that every title will be optioned and every title will be important. This one here we do think is interesting, but you'll probably put this one on your B-list for now. Keep an eye on this one. Next up from Behemoth Comics, The Illusion Witch number 1. A famous illusionist traumatized by the loss of her family is transported to a fantasy world that she is tasked to save. Now this one here does sound like it could lend itself very well to a small screen, big screen project. Behemoth Comics has been getting a little bit more attention on their titles. They haven't had a lot of titles optioned in the past, so this one here is definitely going to be a speculative bet if you choose to pick it up. Grab this one here if you can, but if you can't, put this one here on your B-list and keep an eye on it. And finally from Marvel Comics, Iron Man number 20. In this issue, Tony Stark proposes to Patsy Walker. Now these proposal issues and these marriage issues, they do have a collector base, a fan base that do pick up and collect these particular titles. Whether or not these particular titles will be sought after in the future has yet to be seen. This is one we do think you probably have a little bit of time on. You can go ahead and put this one on your B-list for now. So there you have the 7 titles we have for you guys this week. Only 2 first appearances, but 5 honorable mentions. Definitely a couple books in there you want to pick up for your collection. Please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.